You are watching Hot Springs Village Venues.
Here we are again with Hot Springs Village Venues, and we're here with the lovely Miss Donna Aylward, who is the bathrobe queen.
Some have said that.
Many have said that, I believe.
After my visit to my Rotary Club at 6 a.m., they didn't think I could be there on time.
So it's a 6 a.m. bar. There's two sixes in a day. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. There is a 6 o'clock, Dennis, in the morning when the sun is coming up. It's a wonderful time of day.
I've talked to Jesus, and he doesn't want me to be up that kind of morning.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
He's made all that glory.
And so all this glory that
it was there in a bathrobe.
As you see on the screen.
Let's talk about something important.
Important? Well, we have a lot of things to talk about. Some things good, some things bad. The fact of the matter is that we can go through the things that are closed down. The Coronado Center is closed down. Give me some. What else?
The fitness center, the Woodlands. There are restrictions in restaurants and restrictions on the golf course.
And I'm guessing the Ponce, the card room at the Ponce?
I would bet that is also closed down. I'm sure it is.
So the bottom line is that we can go through an endless list of things that are closed. But I think what we want to do today is show you some contrast that you may not have thought of. And we'll come back to that in just a minute. Let me first tell you a story. This is the Thursday of the coronavirus. This is Thursday the 18th, 19th? 18th. Yeah. And what's going on is that we are having, with our Airbnb, we're having dozens of cancellations because people are afraid to travel. I understand
That's right.
that. The people that are here don't want to leave. And I'll tell you why. Because they don't realize, or they don't understand what it's like to have a place that's, what would you call it, rural burbia? We're not quite a city, but we're not quite in the country. We have a well-stocked grocery store. We have plenty of toilet paper, believe it or don't. There's a lot of things we have. We've actually had guests that have left and come back and stayed another couple of nights simply because they know what it was like when they're going back to Dallas or a big city. So tell us what we can do, Donna.
So that's exactly right. Hot Springs Village, as you well know, and some people viewing this may not, but we have the ability to do just about everything we've been doing during this crisis.
We really do.
Take a walk on a beautiful trail.
40 miles of trail,
35 miles of trails. Take your dog out for a spin at the dog park.
Play tennis. Golf.
You can do golf. How about get the boat out and take a ride on a lake?
What a great idea. It really is. And living on the lake, I'm beginning to see boats going up and down the road. And yes, it's been raining somewhat, but that's not going to be permanent. It'll be clearing up shortly.
Well, and today's a 70-degree day.
Right.
So even in a sprinkle, put on your rain jacket, put your hood up, and get out and get some exercise. So we have access to so much instead of living in that concrete jungle that many are forced to live in.
You're right.
And experience.
And people so many times is, I want to see the hustle and bustle. I love the hustle and bustle of town. You also have the density. You also have the contagion problems. And when people talk about, we may want to quarantine in place, well, come to the village. I can go days without literally seeing a neighbor if I want to.
If you wanted to.
But if I didn't want to, Donna, what would I do?
So I'm planning this.
I'm listening.
I'm planning.
I see those little gears spinning.
I can see this happening. I'm going to send a message out to all the neighbors on my street.
Right.
And I am going to plan a social distancing glass of wine or...
A cheers.
Cheers. Let's call it cheers. And we're all going to come out to our end of our driveways at like 5:30 in the evening, and we're going to have our glasses filled with
wine or whatever you'd like to put in
beer, soda, or coffee, and we're going to toast each other and wave to each other and
6
make
feet
sure
apart.
we're all nearby and all healthy and say cheers to social distancing and at least get to say hi to everybody.
I think this can be a time, it really can be a time for growing together. And I know that sounds odd and sounds counterintuitive, but Donna, there are people, if I'm not mistaken, there are companies that are actually delivering food this time? I mean, like Clampets and who else?
Yes, and people, I should say, encourage people to support our small businesses.
Oh, man.
And Clampets is going to serve the community by offering deliveries. I believe they'll deliver for free if it's $100 or more, and I think there's a small charge under $100.
But they have some great meats. They have great selections of stuff.
They're meat market. They have ready-made meals. They're always offering things like meatloaf and barbecue, and they have frozen products. They have desserts. They have vegetables. So they're a mini little grocery mart in a way.
Yeah.
Because they have buns and bread and those types of things. Then Melinda's is also going to be delivering. I'm not sure if it's their whole menu, but I'm sure it will be at least sandwiches and soups. So there are businesses in our community that are trying to assist, especially our older clients who do not want to go out into the community and feel unsafe.
Understandable. And on some point, we have to have level heads about it.
That's right.
At the other point, we have to take reasonable precautions.
That's
right.
we
really do. And sure, okay, you can be perfectly safe the rest of your life if you never go outside of the walls. How long do I want to do that? Let's go ahead and go outside just a little. And like you said, go play golf. Go walk I don't like golf. Walk the golf courses. That's right. One golf course a day typically is closed. I usually go on the website. I find explorethevillage.com. I find which golf course is closed. We take our pups. We walk 9 holes. It's a lot of fun. It's beautiful. You seldom run into anybody else. You can find golf balls if you want to.
Oh, I could use some.
Because you're running low.
I am not known for my golf talents, even though I love the sport. I have new clubs.
So
I have brand new clubs, and I have not
there.
been able to get out and play with them.
That's going to change.
It's time.
It is time. Speaking of that, it's a pleasure coming back to you today with Village Venues. We'll be back with a new episode very shortly, and we'd love to talk with you. Come back and see us again at Hot Springs Village Venues.
Thank you for watching Hot Springs Village Venues. Please stay tuned and follow us on Facebook to see the next episode.